Finally, we are going to get to see the Hut Deep Dive. Today on Twitter, EA did announce that the Hut Deep Dive will take place on October 7th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And again, for anyone that wants to watch along with the rest of my community, twitch.tv/nosleeves12, link is down below. I'll be doing a live watch party. On top of that, we got the top 50 base cards in Hockey Ultimate Team for the launch of the new game. So in this video, we're going to break it all down. Guys, don't forget, if you have not subscribed already, make sure you bang that subscribe button. You don't want to miss any of the latest news, tips, and info for NHL 23. Let's get into the ratings. All right, so we will start at number 50. And again, we are getting our first look at the women cards that are added into NHL 23. Starting with Team USA's Megan Keller at number 50. We've got Dylan Larkin. He's creeping into the top 50 at 84 overall. Always one of the better cards early on because of his speed and usually a higher face-off rating as well. Jack Eichel for the Vegas Golden Knights. David Pasternak. And then Mikko Rantanen. Now, I want to stop here for 1 second about Mikko Rantanen because this is where the ratings for Hockey Ultimate Team, there's some evidence that it's definitely going to be different than prior years, because usually what happens with the base cards in Hockey Ultimate Team is that it's usually like -5 or -6 from whatever their versus ratings are, and it's pretty uniform across the board. Every card just minus whatever the number was. Mikko Rantanen is a 91 overall, released on EA's website, so he is going down 7 attribute points as an overall. Meanwhile, Gabriel Landeskog is starting at an 89 in versus, meaning that he's only dropping 5. So it's really interesting to see that it looks like they're really micromanaging more attributes than prior years. And while I don't mind that, I just don't really understand all of the logic behind it. But we'll see as we get into the higher parts of the list that there's even some more confusing ones as we go along. So after Mikko Rantanen, we've got our first goaltender in Freddie Anderson. Then we've got Gabriel Landeskog, Brad Marchand, and Steven Stamkos at 84. One of the best Hut cards over the last few years, especially early on. He has a great combo of being right-handed. There's fewer right-handed players usually. And then obviously very, very fast with a good shot. Anze Kopitar comes in at 84 as well. Evgeny Malkin, and then some of the women from Team Finland, we've got Miri, I'm going to butcher this, Räisänen, Petra Nieminen, and then from Team USA, Nicole Hensley. Starting in at number 38, we've got some Team Canada women, Emerence Mashmere, I think I'm saying that wrong as well, Natalie Spooner, and Brianne Jenner, all some of the best players for Team Canada. We've got Kirill Kaprizov, then Adam Fox, and Trevor Zegras, the cover boy, and I'm not going to lie, Trevor Zegras at 85 I'm fine with, but Calder Trophy winner Moritz Seider, it was released that he's only an 82. So, again, the ratings, some questionable ones, as there always is. Thatcher Demko for the Vancouver Canucks, usually a very strong goaltender to start off with early on in the game. We've got Kyle Connor at 85, Matthew Tkachuk at 85, and he's got that 84 skating, so we can only assume that we just probably won't be able to use him at all. Artemi Panarin at 85, Connor Hellebuck, and then Mitch Marner, the new defenseman for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Next up, we've got 85 overall, UC Saros. Nikita Kucherov coming in at 85 as well. Alexander Barkov is an 85, and again, that 83 skating means that they haven't really adjusted his skating at all, really, and makes it awfully difficult to use him. Jonathan Huberdeau, Jacob Markstrom, and Patty Kane up at 85. From Team Finland, we've got Jenny Hirakoski and Annie Kisala, as well as two of the more well-known USA women, Kendall Coyne Schofield, as well as Hillary Knight, and then Anne Renee Debian and Sarah Nurse, the other cover athlete, coming in at 86 overall. And then finally, our top 12. We've got the 86 overall Igor Shesterkin, 86 overall Cale Makar, Leon Draisaitl also coming in at 86, Roman Josi and Victor Hedman, both getting the same attribute rating. Now, I'm not going to lie, all three of those very, very similar. I would expect Cale Makar to be a little bit higher just because of his recency bias, but really no arguments with all three of those guys. And Cale Makar definitely has the skating bump because he's at 89 compared to Victor Hedman and Josi down in the 85s. Got Alexander Ovechkin, who remains in 86 from last year. And then our top 6, we've got Sidney Crosby, who still cracks that list. Marie-Philippe Poulin, who is the highest rated women card in the game. Austin Matthews, Vasilevsky, Connor McDavid, and Nathan McKinnon are all 87 overall. And this is where I would love to get your feedback feedback. Now, I don't know if this list was just put together graphic-wise or not, but I'm curious if McKinnon is slightly rated higher than McDavid. And again, because the face card says 87 doesn't mean that there's some other attributes that are a little bit higher. McDavid is still the fastest skater. I'm just curious as to what the logic was to remove McDavid all the way back to, you know, everyone in the pack, because if we're being honest, Connor McDavid's in a tier, and then it's the three of them usually, with including Leon Draisaitl, maybe even Cale Makar. Now, well, I will agree that lower overalls does help a little bit with progression. The slower, or the lower that they start, the slower that will end up at 99 overall hut. However, this is just a band-aid, because unless we get actual builds where the attributes matter more, I really don't, I feel like we're still going to run into the same issue. But let me know what you think in the comments section down below. These are your top 50 cards going into Hockey Ultimate Team at launch of the game. And once we get some more ins and outs of individual cards and their ratings, I'll be sure to break it down. Guys, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.